On this week's episode of Restaurant Tours on Wazee Eat, we're headed downtown to Avelina. Avelina is one of those hidden gems in LoDo that nobody really knows about, but they should know about. I've been there, the food's great, it's a gorgeous dining room. Got a great young chef named Josh. I can't wait to see what he's going to make for us today. Larry Hers here at Avelina and LoDo. I'm here with Chef Josh Oakley. Josh, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Really looking forward to hearing about this food, hearing about Avelina, the history, and hearing about you. So first of all, tell me, how long have you been with Avelina?
I have been with Avelina since we've opened.
Nice.
So just coming up on 3 years. We're about 2.5, we're almost there.
And how would you describe your food?
Oh, new American. We really don't have a lot of boundaries. We tend to use a lot of different flavors from, we have some Asian influences with using dashi, doing like dumplings sometimes, and we definitely don't have any constrictions here.
And what's your background? Where'd you come from before Avelina?
Before Avelina, I was working for Mark Fisher in the Aspen Valley. So I worked at the Pullman and 689, which was a staple like farm-to-table restaurant back in the 90s and early 2000s. And before that, I worked for a James Beard nominated chef named Christopher Gross, who Southwest Best Chef. So he kind of really gave me my training.
Right, and the decor here, it's a gorgeous restaurant. Like I could see this being like an apartment on Park Avenue.
So the decor is really this like modern but elegant, right? It's not like too edgy. It isn't kind of off-putting by hard lines.
No.
And everything just kind of molds into one. And then we have the beautiful kitchen, which is the star of the show. You come in here at night, really low lit dining room. But the kitchen's bright, it's noisy, it's loud, it's almost like we have a stage.
Do you have a kitchen table?
No, we have a chef's table.
Yeah.
It's very close, but not in the kitchen.
Okay.
But I mean, it's close enough. You can get it all.
So you put quite a spread in front of me. I'm really excited to hear what everything is in front of me. We've eaten at a lot of great restaurants, seen some beautiful presentations so far this year on Restaurant Tours. But this is the best I've seen so far. So walk me through what you have here.
Thank you very much.
I don't know how it tastes yet.
Yeah,
it looks good.
We'll get there. So right in front of me, I have the beet salad. So really the inspiration for this is, I love burrata, and especially in spring and summer, and then this being kind of right in the middle. Beets are really nice and seasoned and nice and fresh. So we just kind of combine the two. A lot of people like to do just like a burrata feature where let's do with jam or something. I figured why not try to combine the two right now. So on the bottom of the plate, we have a pistachio pesto. On top of that, we have a mixed green salad with pressure cooked beets. And then we take the beets and we dice them up and marinate them in a little bit of orange zest. And then on top of that, we have our beet powder, which we actually juice our beets. Then we dehydrate the skins and buzz them up. And then with the juice, we make the vinaigrette for the salad.
Is that it? Is that all that's in that dish?
That's it.
Wait, I don't think you told me about...
And then we use pickled beets. So we're really trying to highlight beets.
And then Parmesan crisps?
No, these are actually ciabattas that we just slice super thin, baked off. And then what's lost in there, maybe not be able to see, is some marinated figs.
Oh yeah, I see the figs over here.
Beets, burrata, pistachios. I mean, Italian grandmother would be very happy to have this, and I think most people that come here, this is definitely on almost every table.
Do you making your own burrata?
No, actually ordering it from Italy. So
well, that's
it's a
better.
Great company that, and you know what? I always take a lot of pride in making things ourselves, but I can't do it quite like this. And you come here and you get this burrata, and you'll understand. Let's
move over to the carpaccio. I love a good carpaccio.
So what we have here is a Wagyu carpaccio. So it's cured 24 hours in cumin, coriander, salt, and black pepper, rinsed off, seared hard, and then set and then sliced to order. On top we have a maitake puree, and this is where the Asian influence comes in.
Okay.
So we're really trying to bring out umami flavor. So we roast the mushrooms very aggressively, almost caramelize them, almost to the point of burning, but they really bring out another sense of sugar and sweet. And then we just puree that up, and then we have whipped ricotta. So ricotta with just basil, thyme, really herbaceous, some lemon zest, lemon juice, and then we have a tomato jam on top of that as well, which is just ginger, tomatoes, onions, sherry vinegar, brown sugar, just cooked down, so it's a good sweetness. So it's not stereotypical salad on top of
Parmesan and capers.
Yeah, no, we're going for a little bit more of an umami type of flavors and a lot of sweet and sour and salty. And
I don't think anybody warned you, but I don't eat mushrooms. But in this form, I would eat them because it's a texture thing. I don't mind the flavor of them, so you're okay.
Awesome. And and then a little grilled toast there to kind of pick it up one by one.
Where are you getting your bread from?
We're getting it from Aspen.
All right, so next course we're going to talk about the duck. Looks like a beautiful medium rare seared duck breast.
Yep. So we're getting Rohan duck, very specific breed in upstate New York, from D'Artagnan, which I don't mean to plug them, but they deserve a plug because they make very, very good product. This duck's a lot redder. A lot of duck can be kind of pale and pink. This duck's nice and red, which you can kind of see here in the medium rare. Comes through really nice. On the bottom of the plate, we have a beet Mahara Mara, which is like a beet romesco.
Okay, I know romesco.
Yeah, so it's like a beet romesco. So we have dried chilies in there, bread, sherry vinegar, garlic, beets. So it's just a little play on that. And again, like I said, we're really trying to pull from different places. But with the duck, it's amazing. So that's kind of where we got the inspiration from it. On the bottom of the plate, we have herb gnocchi.
Nice.
So basic gnocchi made in-house, a bunch of chives, and a little bit of butter in the gnocchi, which makes it delicious. Braised beets, roasted tomatoes, and blue cheese.
Butter makes everything better.
Yes. And then around the plate with a pomegranate molasses.
Why not?
Yeah. It's nice acidity to the richness of the gnocchi, which is really nice with the duck.
I mean, there's a lot of detail in every dish here.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the chicken.
And then chicken. So this is our, what do you say? Like this is our springtime and picnic backyard like flair on what we can do with it. So it's a potato salad with roasted Brussels, pickled mustard seed, and a dill crema. So I mean, nothing crazy, nothing out of the box. But everything is
something everybody makes at home every night.
Yeah, well, it's a play on like what you would have for a picnic. So the chicken is again coming from D'Artagnan. It's brined for 24 hours, and we sit it out to dry for 24 hours, so the skin can lose a lot of that moisture that we do from soaking it. It gets really crispy, and by brining it, we're really locking in a lot of flavor, a lot of juices, seasoning it from the inside out, and not with just salt and pepper on top of it. The potato salad is Yukons just cooked down pretty aggressively, almost till they like fall apart like mashed potatoes, but they have just a little bit of bite. Dill, we're making our own dilly beans, which we're chopping up, throwing in there. Every herb on the planet, just because, you know, it's the best way to do it. And then a little bit of garlic aioli to kind of hold it all together, some red onions and mustard. And then around the plate we have the dill crema, which is just another type of aioli that we're making our own dill vinegar for, and then seasoning it with that and chopping up some fresh dill so it's really bright, really acidic. And then roasted Brussels sprouts, which are just pan-seared, a little bit of oil after we blanch them so they're nice and tender. And then pickled mustard seed again, just bringing some more acidity to it because it can be pretty rich with the potato salad.
Is that it?
That's it.
Incredible details. Yeah. I can't wait to taste it. Thank you, Chef Josh.
Yeah.
Food's been magnificent. Flavors a 10. This is a gorgeous restaurant. Can't wait to bring my family back here. Stay tuned for another episode of Restaurateurs on OCN Eats. Let's eat. Yeah, I don't know where to go next.
Yeah,
I want that, I want that, I want that. I'm gonna eat it all.
A bit of chicken here.
Usually, by the way, after these, because I let them eat everything, usually I go and get something to eat somewhere else after. I really do. I don't think that's happening today.